Donald Trump is getting absolutely shredded by Vice President Kamala Harris's ad game. She's got some of the best ad makers in the game. On Friday, she released 3 new ads. They're so powerful, they're targeting swing states. Let me show you the first one. Let's play it.
When Mongol warriors stormed Ukraine, Kyiv's church bells rang a night warning. They rang again when Ukrainians rallied for democracy. Today, they're warning the world of Putin's threat to freedom. Yet Donald Trump embraces Putin.
I like Putin, he likes me.
He picked J.D. Vance.
I don't really care what happens to Ukraine.
But Kamala Harris cares. She knows standing up to Putin keeps America safe.
Now, you'll note that ad is like a remake of the famous 1964 Daisy Girl ad put out by Lyndon B. Johnson in the landslide victory over Barry Goldwater. Powerful stuff. Here's the next ad that Vice President Kamala Harris released, exposing Donald Trump's weakness on foreign policy and obsequiousness to Vladimir Putin and contrasting it to her support of Ukraine. Let's play it.
Centuries ago, as invaders marched from the east, a Polish watchman blew his trumpet to warn his people. Today, freedom-loving Poles and Ukrainians are warning us of a new threat. Donald Trump encouraged Putin to attack our allies.
No, I would not protect you. In fact, I would encourage them to do whatever the hell they want.
But Kamala Harris has heard the trumpet call. She will defend our brave allies for their freedom and for ours.
Here is the third ad that Vice President Kamala Harris released on Friday. Let's play it.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
And when one man is enslaved, all are not free.
American presidents, Republican and Democrat, have always defied Russia's communist dictators and defended American ideals. Kamala Harris gets this.
If we stand by while an aggressor invades its neighbor with impunity, they will keep going.
Kamala Harris will stand up to Putin, protect our allies, and keep us safe.
Following the debate on Tuesday, where Donald Trump was defeated handily by Vice President Kamala Harris, she released the following ad as well. I think it's really well done. It just uses what was said at the debate. Here's what their positions are. Here, play this clip.
I want to turn to the issue of abortion.
For 52 years, they've been trying to get Roe v. Wade into the states. I did a great service in doing it. It took courage to do it. And the Supreme Court had great courage in doing it.
I have talked with women around our country. You want to talk about this is what people wanted? Pregnant women who want to carry a pregnancy to term, suffering from a miscarriage, being denied care in an emergency room because the healthcare providers are afraid they might go to jail, and she's bleeding out in a car in the parking lot. She didn't want that. Her husband didn't want that. A 12 or 13-year-old survivor of incest being forced to carry a pregnancy to term. They don't want that. I think the American people believe that certain freedoms, in particular the freedom to make decisions about one's own body, should not be made by the government. I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
Yeah, I thought that was a really strong ad. Leading up to the debate, Vice President Kamala Harris released a number of ads also that I just thought were, A+. As someone who used to make ads, I just think they're really powerful stuff. Here is the one that she put out leading up to the debate, talking about how Donald Trump doesn't have the support of his own former closest advisors. Let's watch this one. Let's play it.
In 2016, Donald Trump said he would choose only the best people to work in his White House. Now those people have a warning for America. Trump is not fit to be president again. Here's his vice president.
Anyone who puts himself over the Constitution should never be president of the United States. It should come as no surprise that I will not be endorsing Donald Trump this year.
His defense secretary.
Do you think Trump can be trusted with the nation's secrets ever again?
No. I mean, it's just irresponsible action that places our service members at risk, places our nation's security at risk.
His national security advisor.
Donald Trump will cause a lot of damage. The only thing he cares about is Donald Trump.
And the nation's highest ranking military officer.
We don't take an oath to a king or a queen or to a tyrant or a dictator. And we don't take an oath to a wannabe dictator.
Take it from the people who knew him best. Donald Trump is a danger to our troops and our democracy. We can't let him lead our country again.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
Here's another ad that her campaign team put out that I think is, again, just A+. I mean, all of these ads have just been very, very powerful. Let's play it.
The American people want a president who understands the importance of bringing us together.
People don't leave my rallies.
They know we have so much more in common than what separates us.
People don't go to her rallies.
And we can chart a new way forward.
We have the biggest rallies, the most incredible rallies in the history of politics.
I intend to be a president for all Americans.
It's tough to keep track of all the transactions we make every month. Did you know that the average American makes around 70 payments per month? Honestly, I couldn't even guess how much I was spending until I started using Rocket Money. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that empowers you to save more, spend less, and take control of your financial life. With Rocket Money, you could see all of your checking, savings, credit cards, and investments all in one convenient place, allowing you to understand your spending trends. Rocket Money can help you set up a custom budget by identifying top spending categories and suggesting areas where you could adjust your spending habits. They'll calculate your monthly spending allowance and alert you when you're close to going over budget so you could save more and spend less. I was shocked to see how much I was spending on my phone bill, and Rocket Money helped me make the right decision for my finances. They also have a goals feature that automatically saves money for you so you don't even have to think about it. Whether your goal is to pay off credit card debt, save up for a house, or just keep more money in your pocket, Rocket Money makes it easy. And here's the kicker: Rocket Money will even try to negotiate lower bills for you, sometimes by up to 20%. Saving money on your cable and cell phone bill without the hassle? That's a win. Rocket Money has over 5 million happy members and has saved users over $1 billion across all their app's features. That's 1 billion with a B. Let Rocket Money help you reach your financial goals faster. Get Rocket Money today at rocketmoney.com/MeidasTouch. That's rocketmoney.com/MeidasTouch. rocketmoney.com/MeidasTouch. MEIDASTOUCH.
Here's another one recently from the Lincoln Project. I thought this was very powerful. Let's play it.
You lost, Donald. Bigly.
Frankly, he lost the debate.
The worst debate performance in history. Even Fox can't defend you.
Oh my God.
Lindsey Graham called it a disaster. Your team? Depressed. Freaked out. Kamala owned you.
Donald Trump was fired.
Told the truth about your little crowds. Called out your stupid lies.
You're eating the pets.
You kept taking the bait, and she kept winning. People are saying you should get out, give up. She's better than you. You keep bragging about how smart you are.
Concepts of a plan.
But that debate was a test, a cognitive test, and you failed.
Here's a third one from the Lincoln Project that I really enjoy. Let's play it.
Vice President Harris was clearly well prepared, practiced on the offensive much of the night. Former President Trump did take a lot of the bait that she threw out.
She did so well, and Trump did so poorly that they want to do that all over again.
I can't get behind somebody who maybe I agree with certain policies on, but their character is atrocious and lacks complete leadership.
She conveyed the calm. She conveyed a preparation.
Vice President Harris clearly won the debate in terms of her delivery, her polish, and her preparation.
The moment of the debate, if there was one, I think, was when she baited him on the rallies.
People saw, oh, actually, she's an intelligent, capable person who has a point of view on issues, and she demonstrated that time and again.
She was composed. She was prepared. She kept her cool. She saw advantages. She took them.
Donald Trump looked old tonight.
Yeah. This is the difference between someone who's well prepared and someone who's unprepared. Whoever did debate prep for Donald Trump should be fired.
Truly a difficult night.
I want to share with you some of the shorts that we did here at the MeidasTouch Network. One of them, a series that we've been doing, is focusing on Donald Trump's steep cognitive decline. And we did one on his steep cognitive decline. Then we did one on his malignant narcissism. Let me show you the first one here. Play it.
And my stupid people, when I wanted to refute it, they said, "Sir, don't dignify it with a rebuttal."
Have you been noticing peculiar behavior recently in someone you know?
Carried out by rape.
Someone who mixes fiction and reality?
The late, great Hannibal Lecter. He's a wonderful man.
Perhaps someone of advanced age you have known for years.
Did you just see Maduro? Venezuela, it's unbelievable, Venezuela.
Of course, we all have our goofs. But consistently odd behavior can be a sign of frontotemporal dementia, a degenerative disease of the frontal and temporal lobes of the brain that dramatically impairs cognitive function. And there are some key signs to look out for, like slurring words.
The failing New York Times by anonymous, really anonymous.
Struggling to find the correct words is another sign.
The Mueller report, I wish, covered the oranges of the investigation.
You may also notice someone veering into incoherent ideas, detached from reality.
You know what I'd do if there was a shark or you get electrocuted? I'll take electrocution every single time. I'm not getting near the shark.
Or an inability to complete simple sentences.
Saudi Arabia and Russia will repeat.
Other notable symptoms include impaired motor function, such as a wavering limb, and decreased balance, often accompanied by a signature lean or arched stance. If someone you know is demonstrating several or all of these symptoms, they are seriously unwell. As a matter of safety, they must be relieved of critical responsibilities and disqualified from any position of authority. Remember, frontotemporal dementia is a degenerative disease. Cognitive function will never return and will only deteriorate further. Don't ignore the signs.
And now let me show you the next one. Play it.
We will be creating so much electricity that you'll be saying, please, please, President, we don't want any more electricity. We can't stand it. You'll be begging me, no more electricity, sir.
Is someone you're thinking of hiring promising things that sound too good to be true?
I could stop wars with a telephone call.
Do their facts and figures not add up?
Actually, beyond a number of 100%. It's a much higher number than that, but...
Does the candidate seem self-absorbed?
People have come up to me and they say, sir, thank you. Sir, thank you. Sir, I want to thank you. You've made me a hero to my wife and to my family.
In all likelihood, you've encountered the malignant narcissist. Malignant narcissism is a severe personality disorder that pairs the self-absorbed behavior of narcissists with the unfeeling manipulation of sociopaths. Unlike those who simply enjoy recognition from their peers, the malignant narcissist is driven by a desire to dominate for personal gain. And there are red flags you can look out for. Like, do they have an unrealistic view of their own importance?
I have been the best president for the black population since Abraham Lincoln.
Do they only regard other people as tools for personal gain?
I don't care about you. I just want your vote. I don't care.
Do they lack empathy, even for children?
Actually, I was only kidding. You can get the baby out of here.
I think you might believe me that I love having a baby crying while I'm speaking.
Do they speak with an excessive use of superlatives?
Who are the best and who are the worst? Best, the worst, biggest, lowest, best. I find it to be about the worst.
If the candidate you're interviewing exhibits some or all of these red flags, trust your instincts and show them the door. Your organization deserves an employee that can lead with integrity and respect. Stay vigilant. Look for the red flags.
No, and that reminds me a lot of the ad that the Anti-Psychopath PAC run by George Conway recently made. Here's the ad that Conway did. I think it's really strong. Let's play it.
Donald Trump has never, ever been right in the head.
The late, great Hannibal Lecter. He's a wonderful man. Anonymous, really anonymous. And then they announced there was no buys, no. Take a look at the oranges of the investigation.
Venezuela,
if you have a windmill anywhere near your house, they say the noise causes cancer.
I don't know what I said.
They have voter ID. They have ID on everything. You buy a loaf of bread, you have ID.
The first non-incumbent.
The kidney has a very special place in the heart. We appreciate it very much, Tim Apple. Injection inside or almost a cleaner. Is that an illegal ad?
Learn more at psychopac.org. Anti-Psychopath PAC Inc. is responsible for the content of this advertising.
I think one of the most powerful ads that's playing over and over again right now is the one created by the Republican Voters Against Trump group. They're doing such a good job. They've got billboards everywhere sharing former Trump voter stories about why they're no longer voting for him. We love doing that here on the MeidasTouch network as well. Their ad is simple. It just shows former Trump voters who are not voting for him anymore. Here, watch this. Powerful stuff.
I'm a two-time Trump voter.
In 2024, I cannot support Donald Trump.
Trump is 100%
responsible for January 6th.
His treatment of women is just disgusting.
Trump called servicemen suckers and losers.
If Trump has a second term,
it will be much worse than the first.
Kamala Harris is a prosecutor.
He's a convicted felon.
In 2024,
I will be proudly voting for Kamala Harris.
Republican Accountability PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
This one to me is really funny as well. This was post-debate Vice President Kamala Harris's team using the words of Donald Trump's advisors and then showing his performance and contrasting it to his advisors at the debate. Let's play it.
What I can tell you is Donald Trump has been preparing for this his entire life. He always is prepared, and he's ready to take Kamala Harris head on that stage.
So just a yes or no, you still do not have a plan?
I have concepts of a plan.
President Trump is well prepared for the debate tomorrow night. That is right. He doesn't need traditional debate prep.
You have said, quote, you lost by a whisker, that you, quote, didn't quite make it, that you came up a little bit short.
I said that?
Are you now acknowledging that you lost in 2020?
No, I don't acknowledge that at all.
But
I
you
said
did
that
say
sarcastically. You know that. It was said, oh, we lost by a whisker. That was said sarcastically.
It's imagine like a boxer trying to prepare for Floyd Mayweather or Muhammad Ali.
They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
I'll show you a video that we made here at the MeidasTouch Network in 2020. And I want you to remember that. We did this one in 2020, and we were told we were being too extreme when we made this video back then, where we talked about how women who would be seeking reproductive care in other states would be getting arrested. And we warned about it. We were told we were being too extreme. Watch this.
Listen, everything's going to be okay, right? Just let me do the talking, okay? Just
Good evening, ladies. License, please. Where are you headed?
Oh, we were just out for a drive.
Headed to the border?
Oh, no. We were just going up to the...
Hey there. What's your name?
Grace.
Are you pregnant, Grace? Step out of the vehicle.
She does not have to.
Yes, she does. No. Show me your hands on the wheels, please. Grace, step out of the vehicle. On the wheel.
It's okay.
And of course, where it all began with the MeidasTouch Network was our video, Trump the Snake, showing that he is the snake. And I think as you watch all those videos, to me, the snake really shows, who he really was the whole time. Play this clip.
Who has heard the poem called The Snake?
My father gave me a small loan of $1 million.
Well-documented and severe financial downturn in the past year.
You know about sexual predators and things like that.
Right.
I mean,
you
sure.
are one.
All right.
And it's more than anger, it's hatred.
They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists. Down the path, along the lake, a tender-hearted woman saw a poor, half-frozen steak. You'll absolutely love Trump steaks.
More than 150 former students allege Trump University was a fraud.
Persistently illegal conduct at the president's charity.
Take the tender woman Take me in, for heaven's sake. Take me in, oh tender woman, sighed the vicious.
Would you denounce what happened in 2016?
President Putin was extremely strong and powerful in his denial today.
He withheld the money, he withheld the meeting, he used it to coerce Ukraine to do these political investigations.
The American embassy in Baghdad under siege.
She stroked his pretty skin again and held him tight.
The Chinese government awarded Ivanka Trump's brand 7 new trademarks.
They're a pack of grifters. His campaign manager's got 2 condos, a Ferrari, a yacht. They're all just fleecing the campaign.
That snake gave her a vicious bite. The coronavirus. This is their new hoax.
The U.S. now leading the world in deaths.
No, I don't take responsibility at all.
This is a great success story.
I have saved you, cried the woman. And you've bitten me, heavens why? You know your bite is poisonous, and now I'm going to die.
We want to terminate healthcare.
And then I see the disinfectant. Shut up, silly woman, said the reptile with a grin. You knew damn well I was a snake before you took me in.
There you have it, folks. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 4 million subscribers together. Thanks for watching.
Love this video? Make sure you stay up to date on the latest breaking news and all things Meidas by signing up to the MeidasTouch newsletter at MeidasTouch.com/newsletter.